does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sideline. And checking out some numbers for Norman Powell.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. They've got Jeremy Grant, Anderson out there with Powell. Then it's Chet Holmgren. And it's Queen in at the center filling out the middle. And for the Jazz, they've got Miller. He's out there with Bam Adebayo. Morant is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 2 guard. So tonight, Clark, we expect lots of open court situations.
Kevin, you're exactly right. I mean, these are two of the best fast break teams in the league. So I hope you brought your fast-paced vocal cords for this one, buddy.
Now, here's Grant, following the miss by John Morant. Powell kicks to Anderson. Pass to Queen. Just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Gafford. Here's Morant. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Holmgren.
The explosiveness on the drive. Morant just attacks the D with aggression.
Utah shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front,
that can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
Here's Queen. 11 points last game. It's Powell on the wing. Holmgren sets the screen for Powell. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Morant against Henderson. And Morant gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Grant for 3. Rebound, Utah. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
Now Grant, following the miss by John Morant from deep. The shot by Powell, no good.
A little disjointed to start this game, missing 3 of their first 4 shots already.
And Morant throws it down.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Here's Queen. Holmgren outside. Pass to Henderson. Shoots over Morant. Henderson, no good.
Limited success for them early on here, but don't expect that to continue.
Mikhailuk can't get it to go.
No such thing as an easy bucket most of the time in the NBA, but I'm surprised he missed that.
Powell with his screen on Miller. Here's Holmgren. Lets it go from deep. Drills the 3-pointer. Holmgren's got 5.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Morant passes to Mikhailuk. The Jazz working the ball around now. To the inside. Gafford misses. Timberwolves trail. In the corner, Henderson with it. Pass to Queen. Holmgren outside. It's Powell on the wing. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Morant against Henderson. Excellent defense there from Henderson. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. Coach thinks that they can push Chet Holmgren out of the comfort zones, and he's okay with making him a jump shooter. He said on the perimeter, he may as well be any shooter. We can guard that. Once he's on the inside, though, the advantage is his. So we have to prevent that as much as we can. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Now here's Morant. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. It's deflected. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, he's been one of those players, they've won it on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Here's Queen. Still yet to score. Henderson looking it over. In the corner, Powell with it. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And for his stature, Norman Powell's very capable of finishing inside with authority.
Bucket have to think that for game one of this back-to-back, teams are making some calculated adjustments. What do you think?
You're not wrong about that, Kevin. No reason to really show your full hand, if you will, in a back-to-back situation. You're always conscious of where your players are physically in terms of rest and fatigue. It's about finding the right balance for your particular ball club based on what the potential is and where you are currently.
Now an all-NBA caliber talent, Morant still feels like he has room to improve.
Powell left side. Not going to go that time.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And Morant throws it down.
And the agility, the hop, Morant just explodes off the floor.
Minnesota's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Holmgren. Henderson with the screen for Holmgren. Here's Queen. Shoots over Gafford. Rebounded by Gafford. Henderson against Morant. Now here's Adebayo. It's hauled in by Queen.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Henderson with the screen for Grant. Pass to Holmgren. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Utah leading. Inside. Miller finds Adebayo. Great D that time from Powell. The Timberwolves shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Here's Queen, covered by Miller. And Queen gets it to go.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Adebayo against Holmgren. Now here's Morant for three. Good on the triple. Morant's got 13.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Here's Queen, covered by Gafford. It's Powell on the wing. His last outing, he had 18 points. For three, Holmgren. Good D by Miller. Jazz leading by 3. Pass to Mikhailuk. And Utah, another 3.
And this is something Morant does well. His knack for knowing when to make that feed is impressive.
Now here's Powell. And here's Henderson. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Miller with the ball. Now defended by Powell with an almost entirely new group here. Robinson's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Kyle Filipowski comes in for Brandon Miller. Williams, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Clarkson in for Mikhailuk. Minnesota also making some changes. Holland comes in for Grant. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Scoot Henderson. Here's Alvarado. 11-point game his last outing. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
So it's Utah now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Morant passes to Filipowski. The three, and it's Morant missing.
Dismissed the defender right there, but couldn't take advantage.
Right wing, here's Alvarado. No good on the triple. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Williams dishes to Robinson. There's a screen by Robinson. The drive by Clarkson.
Robinson doing the dirty work. He's known for that. Sets the screen, finds a soft spot, and gets himself rewarded.
Timberwolves trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Clarkson against Powell. Down low. Here's Queen. Robinson with the block.
We know Robinson is an elite rim protector. So, yeah, you might want to try that move on somebody else.
Morant passes to Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Filipowski passes to Clarkson. Here's Morant. A 3-ball. He can't get it to go. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Utah. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
From beyond the arc, Holland no good. Jazz leading by 10. Sexton kicks to Clarkson. Over in the corner, Williams. The Jazz working the ball around now. Pulls from the top of the key. Alvarado grabs the board. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And he goes in for the dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And he just goes from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Pass to Alvarado. Here's Walter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Clarkson kicks to Williams. Now Filipowski. Good. A nice assist for Williams. Filipowski's got the lead up to 13 now for Utah. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go back in for the Jazz. Minnesota also making some changes. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Jeremy Sohan. Powell comes in for Walter. And Henderson subbed in for Jose Alvarado. Now here's Powell. Pass to Henderson. Shoots the three. The rebound by the Jazz. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Sexton penetrating. Miller. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Miller's got his second bucket of the night.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
Here's Henderson. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Grant. Robinson with the block.
He's normally good for at least a couple of throwbacks a game. Robinson a force on that defensive side of the ball.
Timberwolves trail by 15. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you. Well, a lot of French players are coming into the league, and Rudy Gobert said it's amazing. The first ones, like Tony Parker and Boris Diaw, they paved the way. Now, French kids aren't scared to dream about the NBA. They have role models that they can look up to and try to follow. Back over to you, Kevin.
Merci. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
Excellent recognition on the pick and roll. Clarkson lays it off to his teammate for the score.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Stolen by Robinson. Sexton against Henderson. Miller outside. Williams a screen on Powell. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And you can put Miller on either side of that pick and roll action. And he has a terrific IQ.
And so Henderson will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 17-point game. Miller inside. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Shots good by Williams.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Powell. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
It looked like that was going to be blocked, but then he pulled the Houdini act and flipped it in for the score.
Here's Sexton. Minnesota with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Queens checked in. Here's Sexton. Out to Miller. Williams a screen on Powell. Miller finds Williams. Grant surveying the D. Pass to Queen. The shot, no good. Nice D from Williams. Clarkson with the ball. Now defended by Grant. Shot from free throw range. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Clarkson kicks to Miller. Lays it up off the glass. Miller's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Timberwolves trail by 19. Powell outside. Pass to Queen. Knocked loose. Stolen by Robinson. And now running up the court. Miller pushing it up. Stolen by Henderson. Fires from 14. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. They set the pick. Out to Henderson. And the 3 ball is good. Henderson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Jazz leading by 18. Here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
And the vertical of Sexton is amazing. At 6'2", he's just capable of hammering it home.
Now here's Powell. Shoots from the elbow.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Outside for Robinson. Henderson against Miller. Over in the corner, Williams. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point land, Miller, no luck. Timberwolves trail by 20. Queen the pass to Henderson. Now, here's Grant. Powell outside. Back to Grant. Pass to Queen. Here's Henderson. Drives to the hoop. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Henderson's got 5 points now this quarter. Utah leading by 18. Here's Sexton. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Queen's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Sexton against Powell. Williams has a screen for Sexton. Williams' shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 18. Powell outside. Pass to Henderson. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And the dunk by Grant.
You know what? When you allow Grant to get close to the rim, you risk seeing him give you a facial right in your grill.
And so the timeout by Chet Holmgren. He's checked in for the Timberwolves. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 7-team trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility, salary-wise, and even multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves indeed. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update.
We all know Ja's capability to fill it up, and he is showing it here tonight.
Henderson with it. He's picked up by Morant. Henderson kicks to Holmgren. To the middle. And then Henderson with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Morant, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Shots good by Filipowski.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Floats it up for Holmgren. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
Morant outside. Adebayo with a screen on Henderson. Morant passes to Adebayo.
A fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of him.
Here's Holmgren. Out to Powell. Henderson outside. Back to Powell. Launches a three. Utah with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. That shot, no good. Excellent defense there from Henderson. Here's Powell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Because he's such a complete scorer now, Powell is at the top of the scouting report. That creates opportunities at the free throw line for him.
The Timberwolves shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And he knocks down the first one.
You know, one of the most underrated scorers in the game, in my opinion, is Norm Powell. He's especially lethal and dangerous from the arc, and a real asset for this team.
Morant looking around. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Jazz shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
The shot by Filipowski, no good. And so it's the Utah Jazz closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. After this break.
Is working well for the Utah Jazz.
Anytime they sniff the paint, it's a bucket. And they found different ways to do it.
Yeah, that game plan gets the Shaq seal of approval. Get it inside and hit them hard.
Moving on, in our game, here are the top performers so far.
We've been tracking these two all along. The way these guys are leading their teams, impressive.
Yes, the way it's gone, whichever of these two can keep it up in the second half, his team's coming out with the W.
Very lopsided first half. We'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Grant is out there with Holmgren. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Scoot Henderson. And it's Queen, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Martin the pass to Mikhailuk. Up top, Morant. Henderson defending. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Holmgren right side. Shoots over Filipowski. Holmgren can't hit. And so Morant will bring it up for the Jazz. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by.
Well, Morant puts constant pressure on the defense. I'm actually surprised he doesn't get fouled more.
The Jazz shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Morant. Both free throws good from Morant. And Minnesota has possession. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Grant outside. Here's the 3. Another miss by Minnesota.
Ice cold coming out of the half. That's 0 for 3.
Here's Morant. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Green the pass to Holmgren. And here is Powell. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Jazz. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
There's the screen to the paint. It's tipped. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Now here's Holmgren. He has 7. Powell, no one around him, and it's off from 3-point range.
Since halftime, scoreless in their first 5 attempts. It's been ugly.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
For Minnesota, they've gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. They need this. It's rebounded by Mikhailuk.
Well, he's kind of deflating their chances, and I know he really wants to help the team, but this is not the way to go about it.
Here's Minnesota, searching for that first bucket here in the third. Here's Queen. Back to Henderson. Pass to Holmgren. Clock is at 3. Here's Grant. It's rebounded by Mikhailuk. Mikhailuk's got 5 rebounds tonight. You know, Greg, being a two-way player got Jeremy Grant into the NBA. But now he's grown even more.
Yeah, early on in his career, he was often the primary defender on elite scorers. Then he added scoring to his game in Detroit, becoming an effective two-way player.
Minnesota shooting a low 30% mark from the field. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Martin against Grant. Holmgren dishes to Powell. Going inside, kicks it out to Holmgren. Goes up on the high post. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And the rejection by Holmgren. Henderson finds Grant. Kicks it out to Holmgren. A three-pointer is right on target. Holmgren's got 10.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Now here's Morant. He's got 27. Adebayo on the follow. Adebayo's got 4 this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Holmgren. Following the basket by Bam Adebayo.
And I know everyone's thrilled to see Holmgren scoring so well. And this is the kind of effort that can carry on well throughout the year.
Martin with the bucket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Queen. Here's Grant. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Grant's got his second basket of the night.
The superb work ethic of Grant. My, what a nice, soft touch inside.
Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders. The Jazz, number 1.
Great defenders both individually and collectively. I mean, you can tell they really love accepting that challenge. They can stifle you at that end of the floor.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. Clarkson right side. Sexton against Henderson. Sexton the pass to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Yeah, and in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now here's Henderson. He's got 7. To the middle. Here's Holmgren. Rebound, Utah. Gafford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Sexton slams it in.
And it's great to see Sexton slashing inside with that quickness and athleticism. Boy, he is tough to contain.
Powell outside. Holmgren looking around. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Jazz.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And here's Sexton. The kick out to Williams. The shot. Clarkson outside. Connects from 3-point range. Clarkson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Timberwolves shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Down low. Here's Holmgren. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's the Jazz with the ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Williams passes to Miller. Now Sexton. He's covered by Grant. Stafford is screen on Grant. 6 on the shot clock. Count the basket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Henderson passes to Holmgren. Good D by Miller. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey guys, Chet Holmgren checked some boxes. He said if you can play defense and shoot the ball, you can pretty much play on any court, anywhere. Those are 2 things that are always needed on the basketball court, and that's where the foundation of my game started. Kevin, back to you.
A unique talent. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Jose Alvarado, he's checked in for Minnesota. Here's Queen. Out to Henderson. Fires the 3. That one misses. Utah's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Count it. Clarkson's got 5.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Holmgren outside. Grant for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gafford's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Clarkson. Here's Gafford. And it's Alvarado in the corner. Grant outside. Here's Queen. He's guarded by Williams. Trying to get something going. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Henderson with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Henderson passes to Holmgren. Grant outside. For 3, Henderson. Here's Holmgren. Count it. Good. He's got 14.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
Outside, Sexton. Clarkson outside.
2 minutes.
Miller sets a screen for Clarkson. And it's Miller with the jam.
You know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Miller's gotten 5 of his 9 attempts to go. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Let's take a quick look at the numbers for Miller. Averaging about 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
Utah calls timeout. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Morant passes to Filipowski. And now the Timberwolves on the break. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Pass to Holland. 6 to shoot. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Morant passes to Filipowski. And now look at the upcoming schedule for the Jam. On Tuesday, they'll face off against Brandon Ingram and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Thursday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Atlanta Hawks.
And that game against the Lakers, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
Both free throws good from Filipowski.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Now here's Morant. 27 points for him. Pass to Mikhailuk. Now Filipowski. Morant left side. And finished up by Morant.
Fantastic instincts there by Morant, sizing up the D and then just taking what he sees.
Alvarado passes to Powell. 20 seconds left to play here in the third. Back to Alvarado. Hands it from downtown. Alvarado's got his first 3 points of the game.
Norman Powell has grown dramatically as a playmaker. He's dangerous with the rock in his hands as a scorer and dime dropper.
And the foul's on Mikhailuk.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul. Five seconds left in the third. With 1 on the clock. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Jazz. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points together from, and I think there's more where that came from. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Morant. Filipowski's out there with Martin. Then it's Robinson. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 2. That's the group right now for Utah. Powell with it. He's picked up by Morant. The shot by Powell, no good. And Morant's got the ball here for the Utah Jazz. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. There's a screen. Pass to Mikhailuk. That 3 off the mark. Minnesota shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Now, Sohan. 5 on the clock. Powell for 3. Utah with the rebound.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Filipowski passes to Mikhailuk. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
Trying his luck from deep, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Mikhailuk passes to Martin. To the inside, Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
Robinson loves to hammer it down whenever he gets the chance, and with force.
Minnesota's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Pass to Sohan. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Sohan's got himself on the board with 3 there.
He got the room he needed and knocked it down. That's a quality shot.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And so it's Minnesota with it after the basket by Utah. Sohan, the pass to Holland. Back to Sohan. Powell finds Alvarado. Misses the 3. Jazz have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Robinson up top. It's stolen by Alvarado. Sohan, the pass to Alvarado. Here's Holland. Inside. Robinson with the block. And he's able to get it back. The 3-pointer, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Powell. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world, so there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Queen's checked in. Here's McKayla, and Robinson throws it down.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feat.
Minnesota's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Here's Holland, covered by Martin. Pass to Queen. Now here's Powell. Shot clock at 5. Here's Holland. Over Martin. Another miss by Minnesota. Morant left side. In the corner, it's Martin. Back to Morant. Takes a 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Holland. Now Powell. And he lays it straight in.
Tremendous work inside by Powell, refusing to be dismayed by the contact.
Up top, Morant. He's defended by Alvarado.
And that's a big boy right there. He threw that down like a sledgehammer.
That is a violent attack on the rim.
Guys, you covered the bases with that.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Utah.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
Boy, they showed no hesitation on the mid-range game as well. I thought that was really a big key for him.
Here's McKayla. No good from outside. Martin against Henderson. Pass to Grant. Here's Queen. Henderson outside. Grant finds Henderson. Shoots over Filipowski. Henderson, no good. And Morant's got the ball here for the Jazz. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. The shot by Filipowski, no good.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Jazz have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And the Jazz call time here. Player of the game, Ja Morant.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen. One-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting... Gafford is screen on Henderson. Pass to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try, because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Here's Henderson, following the bucket by the Jazz. The shot by Powell, no good.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
Sexton, the pass to Gafford. It's hauled in by Queen. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here is Miller. Pass to Gafford. Back to Miller. Stolen by Grant. Here's Queen. Can they get it? And the layup is up and in.
And Grant's such a versatile player. It can do a little bit of everything, including setting up his teammates.
Miller with a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got assist number 8 here in this one already.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Holmgren the pass to Queen. Powell outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Sexton kicks to Miller. And the Jazz, another 3.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Williams passes to Miller. And you think about the balance of power between the conferences. How about this, Greg? In the last 26 years, there have only been 3 Eastern Conference teams favored to win the NBA Finals.
2011 Heat, the 2013 Heat, and then the 2024 Boston Celtics. So for those arguing for top 16 seeding in the playoffs, this might be your go-to stat.
Jazz have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Sexton the pass to Gafford. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Jazz, Daniel Gafford. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Pass to Holmgren. Here's Queen. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Holmgren finds Grant. Just 5 to shoot. That's a 2 from Powell. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gafford's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Adebayo. Defended by Holmgren. Adebayo with a screen on Henderson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Holmgren. Well, Clark, with the game becoming more global, some are saying the NBA should adopt some FIBA rules to more closely align the leagues. Any changes you'd welcome?
Well, you know, Kevin, with all the shooting that teams possess now, maybe the league can get away from the defensive 3-second rule. I mean, there's so much switching and interchanging of players. The offenses are usually so well spread out. I think you should just maybe abandon that particular rule. Throw those big guys a bone and let them park inside at their own peril.
Now Miller, following the miss by Jeremy Grant from deep. Sexton against Henderson. Outside for Sexton. From outside, off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Holmgren outside. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Shot to stop the run. And the rejection by Gafford.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Jazz.
And this never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a...
Oh, man! What a finish!
That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
What a night for Holmgren. He's been a focal point of this offense, scoring at will.
Miller outside. Minnesota with the rebound. Henderson outside. To the inside. It's stolen by Adebayo. Miller outside. Gafford screen on Powell. Back to Gafford.
My goodness.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. It was a tale of two teams that was in total control, operating flawless. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And now we present the player of the game, Ja Morant.